Hello, everyone. I hope you are having yourself one fine Saturday afternoon, unless it's not Saturday for you, because then that would be strange. We got BlueChocobo taking on Enviosity here. Quite a matchup here. Joining me is trainer Anaday. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Pretty well. So, how well do you know these runners?
Um, Decently, mostly from seeing them both in the Expert League and in the Versus League. And we can see here we have our order chart. I'm sorry, forgot the words. Enviosity. There we go. Standings. Enviosity in second, and BlueChocobo in seventh. But there's only an 8-point difference between them.
These two both are very high-level skilled players. Envy is well known going back to original Mario Maker competitions. I mean, he's been just a mainstay in competition events. BlueChocobo made his presence felt more recently, but has come on strong and knows how to clear a lot of levels.
Yeah,
And there may or may not be a few fans in chat based upon the emotes.
just a few, I think. Yeah, this is going to be a really hyped up match. So just as a reminder for anyone just joining us, the Versus Mode League, the way it works is they will play 13 levels to completion. Whoever reaches 7 wins first will win the match overall. However, all 13 levels will be played regardless.
Envy has, well, they've both done a lot of verses. Envy did that as part of accomplishing basically everything there was to accomplish in the game. As of September last year, had done literally every achievement and unlocked every costume in the game. BlueChocobo, S+ at versus.
And Envy there starting the match off with a nice, toxic move, putting BlueChocobo up into the spikes, and then stealing the skull coaster.
Well, here's the thing. There's a clear condition on this. You need coins, and Envy didn't really explore up here, so even though BlueChocobo got the later start, is he onto something a little faster than Envy is?
Yeah, it looks like Envy's now just trying to catch up. And who has the key? Alright, looks like... Oh.
Well, that was an interesting turn of events. Now, BlueChocobo was effectively soft-locked because Envy was automatically going to take the other door. Now it's Envy who's soft-locked.
Ooh, so now... So it looks like possibly both of those doors were trolls? Oh, there's a 50 coin. Okay.
Well, that's clearly required in this level. And
yeah,
is this pipe actually the correct way?
It was gather all 115? 16 coins. Ooh.
BlueChocobo got enough, missed the precision jump. Now that clear flag is floating around it. It'll go towards another player, so Envy's got a chance at this.
Envy probably trying to kind of scope it out, see what's ahead. Because, oh, that blind jump. Oh no! Oh no, okay. BlueChocobo doing that on purpose. Well, mostly.
All part of the plan.
Definitely. Alright, that flag still out there, so BlueChocobo has a chance. Alright.
It will come to the players eventually, so holding still is all that's necessary. Looks like the Bowser Jr. is going to be required, so it's the right door is what we've learned from that.
But unless there's a second key somewhere... Oh.
Yeah, time up anyways.
And time was up. Alright. So... that does not count towards our 13 levels. We still have at least 13 more to go.
I think they were having a debate beforehand about who was going to get the better RNG on trash levels.
Yeah, Blue Chocobo likes to say that he always has very bad RNG when he's the one hosting the levels.
All right, well, this level promising us adventure. Let's see if it delivers 3D world style.
With a couple of flying Goombas and large Magikoopa to start. Couple Meowsers just for fun.
Yeah, fun. Sure.
Ooh, good avoidance there by Blue Chocobo.
Warp block does not lead to the goal just yet, to a pipe. Oh my. I don't know if this is the right move or the wrong move, but you can't blame Blue Chocobo for making it.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that there's a pipe that's dropping fire flowers, and so it looks like a boss fight here. In underwater, of course.
So Meowser, of course, notorious for those off-screen movements, and you've got to wait for him to come back before you're able to hit him.
Yep, flying Meowser especially. That RNG of how much or how long is he going to stay in the background there. Looks like Envy was maybe trying to find another way through. Oh, nope. Just back to this room.
Yeah, no harm looking for a different path. You always have to wonder with this kind of level if that's the case. Blue Chocobo has the key. Envy's going to try and steal it.
But with that hammer, oh, nice.
They're both in the warp block. One got a cat suit, one
pipe.
didn't. It ain't gonna matter. And Envy edges it out.
Oh, Envy stealing it there at the end. Nice.
That'd be a photo finish if the computer didn't do it for us.
Yes.
Yeah, that may very well have come down to there were a couple of flying cat suit power-ups in the pipe before Blue Chocobo touched that. Envy didn't. So just that one delay may have been the difference.
Yeah, and an interesting thing is that in versus if someone delays with like they got that pause with, I mean it's very brief, but the brief pause when someone gets injured or gets a power up, there is a sort of global pause, but it's not very much. So Envy able to inch it out there.
Both of them end up with the cat suit despite efforts otherwise.
Nice Blue Chocobo getting through there nice and quickly. Oh.
Envy getting a little further to the right, but that's not actually progress, is what he learns. Until you flip the on-off block, and then there's the checkpoint. So Envy first to the checkpoint.
Yeah, Blue Chocobo having to fight these flying boos that go super fast. And Envy and now Chocobo in this, what looks like maybe just a survival room?
Could be a survival room. There's also a question of maybe what's lower in this room. There is some space to go down.
Alright, let's see. Oh!
Envy got a key, though. Moving on.
Nice running through these new-ish P-blocks. Ooh!
This could be bad for Blue Chocobo. He may not have enough time. Unless he was able to reapply the P-switch, which should have been there. But not getting it. He got soft-locked.
Oh, nice!
Nice save. Very nice save. Good cat suit technique. Blue Chocobo's got the second checkpoint as well now.
All right. Blue Chocobo just behind.
He does have the power-up advantage.
Yes, where Envy does still have a mushroom, but Blue Chocobo has, of course, that double. Let's see. This is another possibly survival room? Oh no.
There's a cannon firing towards the on-off block that's just under Luigi there. And Blue Chocobo has lost the cat suit power-up, so now they're a little more on even footing.
Ooh, both small now. Oh, it looks like maybe Envy in the lead. Just inching it out again for the second clear.
Taking 2 wins in a row.
Wow. Clutch wins there. Very nice. The levels themselves might not be the greatest, but they've been playing as multiplayer very well, which is always good to see.
Yeah, also so far, 2 3D world levels as far as the ones we were able to complete.
Yeah, it's always interesting to see what, mashup of style and everything ends up being in these levels. All right. So do you think they're going to go down the pipe or up the tree? Looks like they chose the pipe.
Well, if you go the same direction as your opponent, it's hard for them to get too far out in front of you. Occasionally, you might want to make the different play just to gamble.
Nice. Chocobo avoiding those on-off blocks there. Which is smart, especially in multiplayer.
Oh no!
Snake block, how is this going to affect things?
Oh.
Envy is taking a death, and BlueChocobo has the flag!
Nice. So bringing it up 2-1. And of course, with these finishes having been so close each time, it really could be either one of them who wins the match overall.
They have both kept these pretty close. That was the furthest distance we've seen between the two runners on any of the levels so far.
And that one only because the death, really.
Indeed. Kind of makes you think BlueChocobo might be hoping for anything but 3D World now.
Yes. Oh no, this next level called Spring Fun. I'm assuming that means there's springs in the level. Yes.
You against fun. Well, this could be interesting depending on how well you time your jump off your opponent like that. Thank you, Envy, for proving my statement before I could even say it.
Nice.
BlueChocobo returns the favor nicely.
Of course,
You do not have the flag. Is either of them going to get an advantage here or go back for a spring somewhere? Where could this spring come from, actually?
Yeah, unless they carry it all the way from before the Bonsai William.
There is a spring up there. Thinking there's might be one on top of that ledge if we're able to jump that high.
Yeah, looks like
Full
Envy,
speed, you might be able to.
Yeah, Envy deciding to go back from the beginning and see if he can maybe bring a spring with him. Because here, where the springs spawn from this pipe, if he goes with the spring the whole way, yeah, now he can.
Oh, BlueChocobo steals it on the throw! Couldn't have planned that better on his part.
Oh!
Envy steals it back. This is the last jump if one of them's able to get there. Envy missed the jump, but he recovers.
All right, just fighting it out now.
He's got the jump. He's got the goal.
Great jump for the win. Very nice. Yes, versus modes which not always, but often reward thievery and murder.
That was almost the perfect versus level.
Yeah, that was really interesting because there was that ability for them to just fight it out without too many level hazards.
And they both really had their opportunity on that one.
Yes. All right, next level just called Stink.
Well, let's see what we have with this. A little Super Mario World, our second in a row.
Interesting. So it's forest theme, so there's that water down there. And Envy finding a... Oh no! So That vine was to a death room. That's not a good sign for this level.
Well, the good news about that information is now you kind of know what you're up against, although... Envy gonna go yellow jump.
Ah, just
Almost.
missing.
Pick a
Just missing.
path, and Chocobo has a flame cloud car here.
Yeah, and let's see. Getting smaller and smaller. Has to jump out. Oh no!
Little mistiming on the jump off the Galoombas. He takes another death, and now Envy just slightly ahead in the level. Not far from the start. Well, this might be the first time BlueChocobo was able to pick up the power-up, so probably going to go the exact same route again.
Yeah, but BlueChocobo having that little bit more knowledge. Ooh! Envy stealing the fire clown car first, but Chocobo grabs one from a Galoomba.
That'll work. They both have the power-up through here. Both losing it to the Galoombas.
No, Chocobo! Oh, losing the iframes just before that last Galoomba there.
And Envy's going to find his way to the goal. That's going to be his 4th win overall, 2nd in a row on the SMW levels.
Nice. So Envy currently in the lead with 4 wins to BlueChocobo's 1. Of course, we still have 8 levels left for them to finish, so BlueChocobo could still come back.
There is room, but right now he's probably hoping for a good new soup level. That's the one style in which he's picked up a win so far.
Yes, definitely. All right, a Japanese level that's tagged multiplayer versus, so hopefully.
Well, we are back to 3D World. Envy took the first 2 games of this match on 3D World, and both runners getting soft locked right at the beginning.
Yeah, this tag probably not accurate at this point, as we can guess.
The classics take all the power-ups.
Yep.
Few bullies to hop over, and how is this star going to troll us?
So
Because I'm almost sure it will.
Oh!
The leap of faith, a little too long for BlueChocobo, but now he has an idea that there's that pipe out there. Might go back for it.
So was it in the right direction, or was it just a death pipe?
I thought that was in the right direction, but...
Envy with...
Pretty fast.
Envy, pick a pipe, leading him back to the beginning. Better than a death pipe. Okay, Chocobo going through the pipe now. Going to see the all-time favorite of Pick a Path.
Chat says it was death pipe, so...
Okay, yep.
If you believe chat.
And who does that? Alright, and Chocobo chose the same pipe, so they're at the same point lore-wise, but Chocobo a decent way behind. Let's see if Envy happens to get the right pipe. Number 1, looks like death.
Well, because they were so spread out, they couldn't see the other runner make the choice. If they had, that would have taken one out, but...
Oh no! Well... Ooh! Nice save by Chocobo there! Going for the 4th. Oh, and that was
that first pipe.
Yep. So it looks like we now know that it's pipe number 2, unless they're all tricks.
You know, couldn't rule it out, but there'd have to be some other way forward, and I'm not sure what that would be right now. Well, actually, that slope. That slope, you could jump that with the cat suit, go all the way down to those swamps.
Yep. Oh!
But that's the right way. Envy's got it. I'm thinking too hard.
I had the same thought, but Envy's just like, I'm just gonna go get this. And pulling out another win.
Undefeated on the 3D World levels.
BlueChocobo cursing his luck right now that Envy's getting all the levels. All right, let's see what this next level is going to be. Okay,
Destruction? This could be interesting.
that was the only word I understood. Looks like
Do any of the other words really matter?
Probably not in a versus. Ooh, nice. 3, 2, 1. Envy trying to get something there with by seeing that warp block, but just getting trolled.
Doesn't want to land there again. Unfortunately, there was nothing to land on the other direction.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think this level is now kind of borked because those blocks aren't coming back. And the way it looked like, you had to do it as one single run. Alright,
BlueChocobo made it a little further, so did Envy.
Ooh. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna have to be a mutual give up at this point. Unfortunately, the problem with multiplayer versus is the levels get messed up with spawning. Ooh, a pow jump. Someone in chat suggesting a pow jump. That would have been a really smart move to try, but it looks like they decided to give up.
And that just may be a case of that level wasn't going to work in multiplayer, even if you went as fast as you could, because the timers don't necessarily match up.
Yeah, that is true. Some of the interesting things about the multiplayer versus mode specifically is how that spawning and the timers differ between single player.
A quiz game. Level Maker trying to tell us what we have to do with turning comments on. We'll see if any of the runners feel like doing that, or if they even actually read the description.
Well, and normally comments aren't supposed to be turned on with our... Oh no. With the way that these matches work.
So I guess in this case, if you know the right path via the clue, it's giving you the coin, and if not, it's giving you death. But we're not seeing whatever these fiendish questions are.
Oh!
So it basically boils down to pick a path.
Yeah, definitely looks like it.
Now, neither of them checked these other boxes on the first part, and I actually think that means they may have missed the clear condition.
Well, I think they did get a coin. Ooh.
They got a coin from the first one, but they haven't checked those other two at the beginning to see if they're all available for,
Oh,
BlueChocobo! I'm not... Well, Andy does the same thing one earlier! They both had the same idea.
BlueChocobo looking to say I'm sorry for just a second and then deciding, no, I'm not going to say that. But
Well,
Envy...
if BlueChocobo found the one coin on that path, although I think we're down one.
Yes.
He finds it again.
And Envy is stuck, and if BlueChocobo dies... Yep. So BlueChocobo is down coins.
Yeah, he's definitely missed one, if not two. Now 3 minimum. So there's no way he could complete this level at this point. But if he's mapping this, he could be planning this on a start over, knowing the right path. Or most of the right path.
I mean, BlueChocobo still running through, maybe hoping that at least 11 is going to give him some extra room to get through. Because he's still going.
He is. He could just be waiting until he finishes the path for a start over, knowing he knows so many correct answers. Or see if there's any other way to do this. Boy, this is a long level.
This level creator certainly had a long quiz in mind. And of course, we don't get to see any of the questions. So we're just here watching BlueChocobo run through and Envy sit there.
Right, there it is. So BlueChocobo went all the way, see if there was any kind of answer, but he actually knows the right answer for more of these than not if he can convince Envy for a start over. Actually, they're discussing giving up on this.
Yeah, which I think makes sense. Yep, mutual give up, looks like. Because of that ability to basically soft lock themselves or each other out of it, and that they're not able to see the quiz and everything, I think it just makes sense to go ahead and move on to a new level.
It makes the most sense, but obviously we don't know what they're going to do until they do it, so we have to wait for that part.
Very true. Definitely true, Trenton. All right.
I mean, sometimes I don't even know what they're going to do when they're doing it.
Yeah, oh no, and of course this next level named Boss Rush.
Those not usually the most friendly for multiplayer versus, but let's see what we got.
Oh, well, at least it's not a standard boss rush, it seems.
Looks to be a survival section. There's a muncher on a track that's gonna blow that bomb up. There it goes.
And Envy using BlueChocobo's win there to get through.
Envy looking for some safety there, is not getting hit by those hammers yet. He got through. Oh, by the way, here's Bowser.
Of course. Ooh, but with a shoe. That's much better. Ooh, well... Okay, luckily a respawning shoe.
That's SMB1 Bowser, so you know pretty well exactly what he's gonna do. Does have wings for an added twist, and you have kind of a mobile ceiling here with those munchers on the rails. But this is a lot of time for BlueChocobo to catch up.
Yep, and because these paths have already been cleared, yeah, Chocobo catching up and getting a shoe. Oh, surviving!
Envy got the key, and that leads right to the flag. Yet again, they're on the flagpole at the same time. I think that's the 4th time of the day.
Yeah, but Envy with his 6th win, I believe, to BlueChocobo's 1. It's really interesting because they've been, as you said, on the flags, you know, at the gold tape most of the time together, and yet the win count we see heavily leaning towards Envy.
Jumpman Origins. Well, that would be Donkey Kong, so what have we here?
All right.
For those not familiar, that is what Mario was originally called. It was Jumpman from the Donkey Kong series.
Ooh.
Alright, so Fire Flower there, guarded by Chain Chomp and friends.
They're both managing to get it, though BlueChocobo lost that Fire Flower right away.
Looks like you needed to be small here anyways.
Though
At least
Envy
for speed.
chasing it.
And a few cannons and a little Bowser fire, but we've got a bridge in sight, and we've got a Bowser with a key.
Ooh, and it looks like it leads right to the axe. So who will get the key? So it looks like Envy looking maybe to steal.
Well, BlueChocobo was trying to block the pipe from spawning another Fire Flower when he had one.
Nice.
And he got Envy with the death, so an opportunity.
As long as BlueChocobo can do a quick kill on this Bowser
He's
here,
got it!
there is the door, and he gets his 2nd win. Nice.
So they pull even on the SMB1 levels, each of them grabbing one of them.
Yes.
3D World has been the order of the day for Envy, has won all 3 of those that were taken to completion.
Yeah, and I saw a question in chat, though we also had some answers in chat. The way is it we have 13 levels total that are completed, and the first to 7 wins the match, but all 13 completed levels are going to occur regardless. So timeouts don't count, give ups don't count, that kind of thing.
And I do believe this is our first SMB3 level of the day.
Yes, and it looks like it's maybe a story-ish level.
Well, room to explore, and that's a lot of fire.
So it's very cool to see the wave effect that is occurring. Oh no.
Oh. It was a good red coin get, but a death for BlueChocobo. Now, Envy can see that it's a red coin level. He doesn't know where that red coin was.
But Envy dying in the exact same spot. So now they have to find 2 more red coins.
I don't think we have any SMV3 speedrun fans in here, because there's the H on the screen, and we're not getting any H's at all in chat. What's going on here? What's the deal? Standard practice, SMV3, you get the H, you're supposed to H in chat. Thank you.
There we go. Oh, it looks like Envy getting the key. But Chocobo trying to steal here.
Yeah, this is the kind of door that gets a lot of steals. They're both through. Envy gets the jump first.
Envy clutching it out, just barely ahead of BlueChocobo in most of the levels, getting that 7th win. Of course, we still have 4 levels that are going to be completed because those points do matter to determine who goes on to the playoffs and how they're seeded.
So many of these, they've been right there with each other at the goal.
Yeah, it's been a really interesting race, and it just, Envy inching it out every time.
We go back to back on the SMB3 levels. You know what? These levels have liked to be streaky today. We got 2 3D Worlds, 2 Super Mario Worlds, 2 SMB1, now 2 SMB3. What is up with this today, Nintendo?
Alright, looks like they're maybe trying to figure out how do they go forward. The pipe?
Lots of fish. Okay, so Envy has a claw section. BlueChocobo can see a snake block up there.
Looks like BlueChocobo decided to go for that pipe. Looks like this might have been that snake block.
No, the one Envy's on is in the subworld.
Ah.
There was one up at the top of the main world. We could see it, but we couldn't get to it.
Alright, Envy, nice! Managing to avoid that thwomp. Oh, but ending up in a boss battle.
As Junior, but BlueChocobo is stuck waiting on the snake block to reform, and apparently this is a boss rush because we got Bowser Fire coming in.
Nice, nice. Quick kill by Envy, but not quick enough. BlueChocobo right behind.
That boss battle made it close enough for BlueChocobo to catch up at the checkpoint. Now he has POW. Again, we know there's an SMB3 Bowser up here, and can we get back to the top, or is this a death? We can climb back, but you're not carrying the POW with you. Or this won't work, will it?
Yeah, unless... Well, because you can use the POW on those kinds of blocks, but... Interesting. So BlueChocobo remembering there was a checkpoint, just taking that death and running it.
Also, he brought the POW, Envy didn't. Just had to count on BlueChocobo to have it. So kind of a classic Bowser fight here where he can fall down. And I wouldn't be surprised if BlueChocobo tries to save a shell in case of Envy.
Yeah, waiting to get that power up. Smart, since he's been taking some damage here.
Well, now Envy's...
Oh!
There it is!
Sniping!
It shouldn't take Envy too much to get back there, but... he was there just long enough to see BlueChocobo come back.
And now Envy has the POW, so he can go ahead and... oh! Well, would have been able to just throw that at Bowser.
You know what? Let's see if we see some 200 IQ play here. Is BlueChocobo going to wait for the POW? He didn't. So here's my thinking. You wait for the POW, and if Envy clears that Muncher, you've got a POW for Bowser.
Yep, exactly. But looks like they didn't wait.
I'm not 100% sure you'd be able to carry it, but it'd be a thought. And there sinks Bowser.
Envy getting the snipe. Moving on. Is this the end?
We've seen one checkpoint. Is there a second? That
Yep,
looks like the end
like.
screen, and that looks like the goal for Envy.
Gotcha.
Nice. Envy taking another win here. Just by inches. Envy really having some good plays today.
And also, again, they've done the back and forth battle. Both of them have been in the lead with a chance. Seen the other player pass them. Maybe had their chance again.
Yes.
We're high on drama here.
All right. So this level, I just want to point out, the level creator titled it as normal, but it is here in expert. That always has to give you, confidence.
You mean I'm confident in the fact that level makers aren't good at evaluating their own level of difficulty. That's one thing I'm confident in.
Nice. Envy doing a good avoid there on the dry bones. Oh! But the thwomp taking him out before he can get the red coin.
By the way, heading into this match, Envy 2-0 on the Super Mario World levels.
Looks like right now BlueChocobo's just kind of sitting there.
Well, he is sort of stuck. That's not the nicest jump to try and go backwards, so will Envy clear it for him? He may not know how many red coins have been collected so far.
Yeah, interesting. I mean, and this is a legitimate strategy of BlueChocobo basically camping out that door. So when Envy comes back with the key, he's going to be able to attempt to steal it.
Envy looking for the hidden power-up. It's not there, just some one-up blocks. And the last key is going to be in this chain chomp room. Or last coin for the key. Something like that.
One of those. All right. So now the key is in existence here with Chocobo camping the door, blocking the path. Let's see.
And a bunch of boos in the way. This is going to be a hard jump.
Is Envy gonna
Blue
go
Chocobo
for
is
it?
blocking that ledge so that it is an extremely difficult jump for Blue Chocobo. Reverse that. Very difficult jump for Envy. We might just be sitting here.
Yeah. Looks like it's going to be a mutual give up, which is better than a timeout since there were still over 360 seconds on the clock.
That was going to be a long time coming, so... Blue Chocobo played for the draw. He got it.
So 3 more levels to complete. That one, of course, not counting towards our 13 levels as there was no winner.
Escaping the dungeon, we are back to SMB1 style. This is the only one where they've drawn even on the day. Both of them took one of the SMB1 level wins.
interesting start here, and it looks like maybe our third player Lag has joined the game as well. Ooh. And Envy blocked from continuing. And if BlueChocobo dies, quite possibly blocked as well.
Alright, that may cause you to play a little more cautious. Another red coin obtained, and...
You see that Bowser fire?
little hard to tell what's going on with the piggies popping up on the screen. But BlueChocobo making some progress.
Nice.
And now that he warped, it should be clearable by Envy. Gotta hit these pals to clear the munchers out. And
Nice.
just got it.
Good jump. Not a particularly great versus level. However, BlueChocobo taking the win, saying, "Nope, I got this."
He had to one-shot the level, and that's exactly what he did.
Yes, that was very impressive. That fact that he got through all of those hazards, including that Bowser there randomly, without dying.
And it's now two categories where he actually has the advantage on Envy. The one new soup level that they cleared was done by BlueChocobo. He's now 2-1 on the SMB1 levels.
Oh no, this next one's named Race Car Castle, so I'm assuming we're going to see some Koopa cars.
Good question in chat. If you didn't see the start of that level, the reason Envy couldn't really play it is some munchers fell down and blocked the pipe. So BlueChocobo was the first one through the pipe. Envy was blocked until BlueChocobo went through another pipe, and Envy had no way to know when that was.
Alright, BlueChocobo a bit behind because he decided to get the power-up. Let's see if it makes a huge difference here. Ooh, no, catching up.
This level giving you a chance to see the ground if you go slow.
Switching off who has the lead.
Got the first of 4 red coins.
And there is a Koopa car, both ignoring it. Saying, I'm not dealing with that. Yep.
Checkpoint number 2. Which is interesting because that means we're going to have to get the other 2 coins without a checkpoint to save them.
Yep, which is unfortunate. Looks like Envy deciding maybe these red coins are just for the perfect ending and moving on.
Nothing wrong with taking that gamble. He finds the 4th coin and grabs it.
Oh,
And there is the goal.
flag.
I don't even see where the key would have been used.
Yeah, I never saw a key door. So maybe just a sort of red herring that the level creator put in. So Envy getting that 9th win, bringing us to the last level of this match.
This is obviously a very small sample size. You don't read too much into these things, but it's just a fascinating trend that Envy has been able to win every one of the 3D World levels so far.
Yes. Well, and there are mechanical differences. So it very well could be that Envy is just the better player in those mechanic styles.
All right, back to SMB1. This is a place where BlueChocobo has actually had a little advantage today. 2-1 on the scorecard there.
Ooh. Nice. BlueChocobo, as you said, taking the advantage there. Envy trying to iframe through the skewers.
BlueChocobo found a checkpoint. Envy catches right up to it in there.
Oh
and
no!
now Envy making the progress. How hard are some of these jumps going to be without the blocks in the way? or are they easier?
Ooh, nice. Blue Chocobo making it right between those skewers.
And both of them up to checkpoint 2.
And death by Blue Chocobo. Alright.
Not far behind. Envy was waiting for some careful timing there. He caught the edge and he's got the goal.
Nice. Well played by Envy today, definitely. Well done, Envy, with 10 wins to Chocobo's 3.
They go 2-2 on the SMB1 levels. Envy went 4-0 on the 3D world levels. 2-0 on the SMB3 levels, and 2-0 on the Super Mario World levels.
Let's see.
For what it's worth.
Yeah, and we can definitely ask in interviews if one or both runners join us here. Let us see. It was really interesting because even though Envy came out with that large win count, you know, most of those levels, as we saw, like, they were really neck and neck during the level themselves.
Yeah, as you say, 4 of those, essentially, they were on the goal at the same time.
Yeah. All right, we're just waiting to hear from the runners. Give us a moment.
Well, they are going to call it a day, so... Hey, chat, what was your favorite level out of all those? Any of those stand out? Any you want to go back and play? The SMB3 one with the fire was cool looking, but I'm not sure that was my favorite. I actually think I liked that last SMB1 level the best.
I was actually thinking the same, that I like that last level the best of all of them as well. I don't have the skill level necessarily to play these, but if I could, I think that one was definitely a good one.
Alright, well, you got plenty of action to look forward to here on Twitch TV Speedrun. Unlimited Will versus Failstream is coming up next at the top of the hour. Hope you enjoy that, and hope everybody has a great rest of your Saturday.
Yes, take care, everyone, and stick around.